Welcome back, people. This episode is gonna continue this hard work week and we bang out the whole beginning of the MOTO project. In this episode, the plasma cutting table will be almost completed. Turns out this is really a 3-part episode. It was just a lot of footage and I didn't want to just skip things. There will be a third one concluding the whole deal. A lot of great stuff in this one, so don't miss it. Additionally, I like to make an announcement, a proclamation, a declaration, an announcement. We've started a Patreon page to support Second Stroke, to support Moped Problems, the whole thing. Patreon.com/Moped Problems. You could join as a $5 member and see secret videos, tutorials. I'll put some new things up there that only Patreon members could see. If you really like the channel and you want to support it and get a little taste of something extra, there's where to go. Anonymous donations, totally fine. I'd rather have it where it's an exchange. We're giving you something for your commitment and your money. That's how I prefer it. But if you want to support the shop and support the channel, that's where you go. Enough with the digression. Here's the episode. Building the tools for the MOTO. And we also do the seats. Enjoy. Today, we are going to be working on the seat. The plastic layer of the seat pan needs to be made now. We have to mail it out to JP, all the way to New York. He's gonna upholster them because he's the master upholsterer, and he's gonna mail them back up here. This part needs to happen now. So we've improved. We had huge difficulty pulling the mold out of the molten plastic. We added these little handles so that we could, you know, and then we also made this box. How do I explain this? This is sort of a riser. We are gonna put on this little guy. It's sort of like a sandwich making machine. You know, deli, rye.
I mean, that's a panini maker.
It's a panini maker! Wait, would that be called a pan seat
It holds the
panini?
plastic.
Seat panini! So I accidentally lost all of these. These are the clips that like sandwich everything together when we're doing the plastic forming. I don't know what happened to my old ones. They were lost in the move. Now look at this, look. Rubber tipped ones, so you don't burn your fingers. Drew, I bet you remember that one. Rubber tipped.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah! Woo! You see that? Wow. Boom. Run into an issue. One of our coils is not turning on. You could see, you know, we got a little bulge on one side and not the other. It's coming down to a faulty switch. This has happened before. We had to switch the switch. We had to change the switch before, same side, which makes me think like, if we had to change the switch 2 times on the same side, maybe something is causing the switch to fail. So we're gonna have to just look at this whole thing, because we have a bunch of these to do. We can't just deal with one coil.
So, how far do I have to take this apart?
Not that far.
This thing's held up by this thing.
Oh. Basically gonna go to Lowe's, be like, can somebody help me? Hello, how does this work here? Can I get more of these pieces, please? The next day, Sabat stayed up all night. I mean, I don't know, did you?
Nah, I mean, I stayed up late. I only spent another like hour or 2 on that.
He did the due diligence. Look how much better this is. I can't believe this thing didn't come like this out of the box.
These are not designed to handle the voltage. They say 240 volt, but the amperage that's going through here is like...
There's no way. Additionally, this elbow being used as like a structural thing, which is definitely ridiculous. It was broken, it had cracked, so we replaced this as well. This stuff needs to be done. We need the equipment to work all the time. You know, it needs to work or this sort of thing happens. You know, we get held up for 24 hours because we can't use the machine. Instead of doing little band-aids, we're gonna fix it right. No more band-aids. So at least we don't have to do this for a while. Something's always gonna break, but at least this part won't break for a long time. One final touch to really make this thing just bulletproof. We're adding this third leg to create more rigidity and prevent this whole thing from swaying around. We're like T-minus 5 minutes banging these things back up again. We made 5, but actually really only 4 good ones. 5th one was an oopsie. Didn't give me a good lip there, but all the others are looking primo. Primo, primo, primo. These are coming for you, JP. We're gonna trim these up, send them in the mail. So back to the table, which has definitely made some serious developments. Everything's hooked up, so you know, it's moving slow, but it's all there. We downsized on the table.
The mini CNC table.
It's a mini one. The sheets are hard to manage. Right out of the supply, we get them cut 4x4 sheets. That's how we cut our material. They're easy to handle. You just pick them up and throw them on. And I was throwing them on a big machine. And now we have this machine that is made for the 4x4 sheet. And it just kind of makes more sense. The task next for this machine is the hard part. The water table section, the tub. All the seams, watertight. The plan's been drafted. We're gonna try to implement it today. This is one side of the tub, and we're making the other side. Weld up the corners, bolt them together, or maybe rivets.
Maybe we'll weld them, I don't know.
Artisanal bird baths,
I don't know, man.
custom made.
These are nice tables, you just make tables, dude.
Just make tables. Wow, this is a big swimming pool. We can make custom sandboxes. I gotta go home. It's gotta be midnight. Ugh. It's gotta be past midnight. We'll pick this up tomorrow, and the next day, and the next. We'll be doing this until it's done. You sure?
Oh, I know when it gets deep.
Oh, you know. The bot is cutting up some pieces for the table. Continuing today, the details. Difficult details. I'll show you what I'm doing. See that little dot there, that little dot there? I've punched these in, doing it with the little precision layout tool. I've always wanted to use this thing. There's another YouTuber, famous machinist, Mr. Pete222, Tubalcane. He told me to buy this, so I bought one. And I'm finally using it. I haven't used it really ever. But today is the day. Recap what I'm doing with this stupid I-beam or this angle iron. I'm now drilling the holes where I precisely marked them. And it's easy because they're marked and they're punched. The drill bit just wiggles right in. Just so this all makes sense, I'm finally at the last step. It would be nice if it was one cut, but it's not. One comes down on the right side of the hole, other comes down on the left side of the hole. So when it's on the table, these slabs will go in the track. We're creating that guide. The bot has made lots of progress. We got both sides, we need more reinforcement to the frame. Days go by so fast. Well, they go by normal time, but we're so busy, the end of the day comes so quick. It's like I've done 3 things and the day's over. we're still doing it. Feeling good, feeling ready to go. Feeling ready to finish. It's gonna get finished today. No, it's not. It's gonna get finished soon. I'm sick of saying that. It's, you know, this was a way more work than I thought. I thought we finished this in like 3 days. 3 days, 4 days. It's been a whole week and we're still working on this table. But I think by the end of the day, we're gonna have something that resembles a finished table. Possibly we could hook it all up. Not gonna do a test cut today, but maybe we'll get functional today. Little update, we got 5 seats all dressed up. I got the prototype still kicking around so I can make sure everything lines up right. I'll get those holes in and then these are going out to JP. And Sabat made big moves on this table here. Mopeds went ahead and bolted down that finished rack holder. That is the idea. 1 every 3 inches. Holding the material just so. So that was it. Part 3's coming. I didn't think it'd be 3 parts, but it was because it was just so much footage. But whatever. Don't forget about the Patreon thing if you're interested. We're excited to do that. This is Pete from Second Stroke Mopeds. Don't forget about mopeds. See you next time.